Alright, so today we have a Casablanca Cambridge in polished brass, so fan demonstration videos. This is a Slumber Quiet model from August of 1983, and it measures 50 inches in diameter as it has the longer blades in a lighter walnut finish, I believe. I've always liked the design of the Cambridge with the ornate blade brackets and faceplate. And then here's the tag. The technical model name is Cambridge 13,000, however they later dropped the number and just started calling it the Cambridge. And something a little interesting about this tag is that I'm pretty sure by 1983 they started implementing the date of the months into the tags, yet according to this tag, this fan was made August 33rd, 1983. Yeah, so... this ceiling fan came off of OfferUp recently. And a quick little story about this fan is that when I first got it, the Slumber Quiet did not work. I opened up the switch housing and the board was burnt to a crisp, so I was like, okay, fuck, I'm going to have to convert this thing to 3-speed. So, I rip out that board, throw it in the trash, and I did happen to have a spare Slumber Quiet board lying around that had previously been in 2 other motors, and it didn't work in either of those. So I figured, okay, just for experimental purposes and shits and giggles, let's, put this board into the Cambridge and see what happens. Because in the 2 motors it was in previously, in each of those it had done different things. So, I figured let's see what it does in this fan just for fun. So I put it in, hook it up, go to turn the fan on my bench tester downstairs, and lo and behold, the Slumber Quiet works. And I nearly poop my pants and squeal with joy as the Slumber Quiet works again. Which means that the board in this fan was good all along. And the reason it didn't work in the other 2 fans, those fans probably had bad transistors or other parts in them were going, so yeah, that was a nice surprise. Anyways, so now I'll go ahead and demonstrate this fan. Starting off on minimum speed. The aesthetic low, as some people call it. And overall, this fan is in really good condition. It did have a thin layer of dust on it when I got it, however, it cleaned up really nicely. The blades are in nice shape, no dings or scratches. The brass on the switch housing is tarnishing a little tiny bit, but it's not that bad. And the bearings are pretty quiet. They do have a tiny bit of dry bearing noise, or the bearings do have a tiny bit of noise, a tiny bit of dry bearing noise, however it's really not that bad. We'll turn it up a bit. And also the motor does make an ever so slight hum, however that is sometimes the case with Slumber Quiet. It's called Slumber Quiet, not Slumber Silent, so really can't fault them there. It may also have something to do with the control the fan's on, I don't know. Either way, it's hardly noticeable. So there's more of a functional low, or what a low would be like on a Slumber 3 fan. it up some more. And you may have noticed I am using a different style of lighting in this video, as it has been cloudy and rainy in my area for the last week, so I've been unable to record any fan videos for quite a while, so I found a light out in the shed, and I'm using that for lighting here, since if I turned it off, you'd hardly be able to see the fan in the shot, because it's so gloomy outside. We'll turn it up some more. Now we're at about a medium-ish speed. And everything you see on this fan is original except for the Casablanca fob. And also this fan did originally come with a light kit. It was a Hunter Original one-way light kit. You know, the kind that you see on some of the older Hunter Originals where the pull chain comes out of the light socket and then threads through a hole in the fitter. However, that fitter was a little bent, so I had to take it off, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to fit a globe on it. And I do still need to bend that back into shape before I put it on a fan. Then we'll turn it up a bit more, up to a medium-high-ish speed. And full speed. And pardon any paper ruffling noise you hear. Once again, I forgot to clear the papers off of my desk and they're blowing around. Don't know why I can never remember to do that before making a video of one of my fans. It's a very beautiful fan. I've always really liked the Cambridge, as I said earlier. I really wish they used this style of blade bracket on more models, because as far as I know, the only two models that use this kind were this model and the Century 9000, both of which are relatively uncommon models. There was a variation of this bracket that they used on the Broadway Limited and Commodore Vanderbilt, I believe. However, it's not exactly the same thing. Blowing a really good amount of air. And it's not moving as fast as some of my other SQ fans, though it would definitely move faster if it had the shorter blades on it, which is, in my experience, more common with Cambridges. Turn it off, and there you go. This is my polished brass Casablanca Cambridge with Slumber Quiet from 1983.